from 10 to 10,000 fields of attributes. It means columns. Gigabytes and terabytes will be the size of the databases. So that's why we say it is growing at faster rate. So corporate world is also facing same problem. We can say same problem because number of users, number of transactions, number of information which is collecting per second is going to increase. And then we have to make rapid decisions. We have to make rapid decisions, fast decisions based on the information available. And not only we have to take decision, those decisions should be correct. And to make it correct, we should have a maximum knowledge of it. We should not only based on the people who are liking the blue color. We can go to the kind of patterns they want, the kind of fashion trends are right now, all these things, so that we can fulfill and we can make a decision. And for this purpose, there is a help by data mining. We can use data mining to do this, to take decisions more faster and to make decisions with correct, you can say corrections, which will require a maximum knowledge, and we can acquire, access, gain this maximum knowledge through the data mining. And that is the motivation behind data mining. Okay, sir, but how does this work? How does data mining works? As we know, we are implementing ETL, extract, transform, and load. And when we do this, when we store the information, we can save this by multidimensional database systems, which will help to access the data so that we can analyze the information and we can extract or summarize the things. So there is extract, transform, and load transaction data on data warehouse system. We store and manage this data in multidimensional formats, multidimensional database systems, and we analyze the data by applying the software. And these are the application-based softwares which will analyze this data. And we present this data in useful formats as per the requirement, maybe in form of graphs, maybe in form of tables, maybe in form of pie charts, right? So data mining, it extracts, transform and load the information. It store and manage the information in multidimensional database systems, provide access to business analysts, and we can analyze this information by using application softwares, different application softwares, which will present the data in form of this required format, useful formats. I want like this. Okay. As per graph, it will show you as per the age groups and as per the locations, the number of people who are liking and their count in graphical format. If we take example of blue color liking in Solapur district, so it will divide a district in day wise, month wise, or location wise, and which will present the number and which we can see as a graphs. So very easy, graphs and tables. What exactly data mining measures? It measures accuracy, clarity. It removes the dirty data which is not useful. It is a scalable. Scalability is also measured. Speed and validation. I want to know how many people are there who belongs to age group 20 to 30. So data mining will give me the accurate figure based on the available information. If we take example of university, I want to identify how many students are there who has a scored distinction for the examination, maybe semester wise or year wise. Yes. So data mining will give me the accurate figures or the results which will be most probably accurate. So accuracy is maintained. So we require accurate data, clarity. So what you want, such things you should get as a result when you are searching for some information. And data mining will have this clarification that what exactly user wants or whatever queries are there, what exactly the result should be. Sometimes we process huge data, so there can be the data which creates some doubts, which is not useful some in some cases. So such data should not be given to the user as a result. So it should have this that we say that I want the data of students who are belonging to 20 to 30 and those who are scored distinction, right? So in this, we don't want other data. Such kind of filters we implement. If normally, if you are visiting any website and if you are searching some products, suppose the product list will be in thousands. So thousand product information go through each and every product information is not possible. So we can go for this filters, which removes the dirty data, which is not required. So there can be filters regarding price, regarding type, regarding textures, regarding other part as per the respective product. Suppose I am searching shoes. So it will ask me what is the number of shoes, what is the price range you want, which brand you want, like this. So which will give you the accurate data and which will not display the information which is not useful to you. You are not required or you don't want to waste the time in that. So such kind of filter, dirty data. So data mining can give you this. So data mining removes the maximum dirty data and it gives useful information only in maximum cases. Scalability. Huge information is available? Yes. Huge information out of huge information you want to extract and get some small. Yes, it should be. It is growing day by day. Yeah, it should be scalable. So data mining is scalable. It doesn't happen that today due to out of space is not available. The data or the transaction or the information of 2 days is not saved. It doesn't happen, right? So scalable. So we can have the system which is scalable and data mining also measures this scalability. Speed. Now out of 10 lakh records, as we have seen, 10 lakh rows are there. Out of 10 lakh records, we want to search something and within seconds it should be made available. So speed. So data, very important speed. If we take example of university will have, as I said, 200 colleges. We are assuming, we are not saying that this much colleges are there, but we are assuming 200 colleges, including every technical and non-technical and all those colleges, engineering, arts, commerce, science, medical, pharmacy, everything, all those colleges which are providing you the higher education, graduate education, postgraduate education, like this. And if we assume that there is a minimum 60 intake, 60 students, the course can be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years, depends. So the information is growing. And out of this availability, I want this data that how many people have scored. Let it be engineering or pharmacy. How many people have scored distinction. So if we assume 10 lakh records are there, out of 10 lakh records, it should give me the probable number with details. If we assume, okay, that speed matters. If speedily the data is available, definitely I can use it. And data mining always is measured in speed. Right? It provides good speed. Still, it depends on the type of algorithms you use. We can use better algorithms to increase the speed. or we can create small this kind of classification or data marts which will store specific data so that it will be easy. And most probable thing is validation, whether the data which we are accessing, whether it is correct, valid, or is it wrong. So that is the more important thing. That is always valid. So validation is also measured. So data mining is based on these five, six concepts: accuracy, clarity, dirty data, which is not useful, we are removing that, scalability, speed, and validation. What are the different applications of data mining? There are tremendous applications of data mining. We can say now almost every sector field is using data mining. Every sector. Sales marketing. Sales marketing is the biggest application of data mining, where information regarding sales and the logistics are stored or processed. And based on that, this market also changes the scenario. We can keep eye on that. Best example is I'll give the Nokia. Nokia Industries out of the smartphone markets. Why? Previously, they were leading in feature phones or simple phones. Previously, they were leading, but they have not changed as per the time, as per the requirement of customers. Somewhere they have failed to analyze it, and that's why they have entered late in the smartphone market, where some organizations entered, identified what are the requirement of people, what they want, and the best they have identified, that's why they are providing that. And that's why some organizations are leaders in that, as compared to Nokia, which was previously in telephony or devices. They are leader one, number one, but they have lagged to analyze the data, analyze the requirement, analyze the trends. They haven't updated because people needs are changing, their requirements are changing. Now watch also, if we take wrist watches are going to expire. Why? Because there is a new trend coming. New people want something more than that, not only to see the time. So there are smart watches, right? So smart watches are introduced. This is the sector which is now boom from here onwards. Not only smartwatch, which will be health kind of a device, which will track your oxygen level, your blood levels or blood, your heartbeats, how much calorie you consumed, how much calorie you burned, everything it should measure, because that is the requirement right now. And the industry, the people who are identify this requirement based on some information, they will come up with good products. And this is regarding your sales and marketing. How many products are going to sold, which type of products are going to sold maximum. Based on that, we can identify what are the requirements of people, so that we can come up with good products. We can provide them what they want. How should I know what they want? Yes, data mining can help you. So data mining is, uh, you can say, application that it can provide you that data. Based on that, you can launch your products. So sales and marketing is one of the application. Customer retention, buyer behavior, we can observe. As I said, what customer buys, which type of product they perceive, whether they prefer quality product, whether they prefer low cost product. So we need to identify whether they want balance, Sometimes they want good things at low cost. Sometimes they are ready to pay you more for premium things, quality products. Yes. So we need to identify buyer behavior, so we can use data mining. Cost utilization, quality control, inventory fronts, all this we can observe. So there are typical applications in every field. We can apply this all to any industry, any manufacturing company also. That what is the market scenario, what are the sales, whether their sales are increasing or decreasing, why customers are not turning to buy the products, what they want, what is their behavior, what they want exactly, quality product they want or low cost product they want, how to again maintain the quality, how we can control that, how we can provide best products, what to do for that. Also we can use this data mining for that. And next is advantages of data mining. What are the advantages of data mining? These advantages are many more. We can apply data mining for engineering and technology. We have seen current situation forced us to go for the healthcare, or you can say logistics, uh, rather than the products which are required to maintain your health, to identify, to trace it, to detect it, to track it. And there this engineering and technology is helping. In medical science, yes, data mining is there. Now for this pandemic corona situation, medical science is again come in picture, which requires huge data mining application in this medical science, which requires the help of data mining. They want to trace that what are the different behaviors of people, why they are dying, how the infection they are getting infected, what are the best probable solutions, how to provide them. In business, yes, business scenarios are changed nowadays, you know it. So they require also data mining, how to come up with this pandemic situation, what kind of businesses are now going to grow, nobody knows, what type of businesses are going to down or get vanished. Yes, data mining will help you. So data mining will be advantageous if we wish to do the business. If we go to the medical science, yes, data mining will be the solution. Engineering and technology want to develop good products, good engineered products, better technologies, yes, data mining will help you. Combating terrorism, data mining also will help in this. Games nowadays, the gaming game sector is booming. There is a tremendous revenue in that games. Everybody have this smartphone in their hand, and they want some entertainment, they want to spend some time. So there are number of different types of games are available. There are days where simple games like Mario or something like play it, or a Snake inside the mobile. Now it is vanished. Today is the era of AR and VR games, virtual reality games. So data mining, and this is the advantage. Research and development, R&D. Data mining is helping in R&D. So all these are the some sectors which I have listed, which are the advantages of data mining. Where we can use data mining, and already data mining is helping in these sectors: medical science, business, combating terrorism, games, research, development, engineering, technology, everywhere. Combating terrorism, like honey traps. Honey traps are there for military people. So those we are identified, we are detecting, and we are stopping them. by using this data mining. So this data mining is helping each and every sector, and there are tremendous advantages. Still, we have listed down here. So we have seen today what is data mining, what is the motivation behind it, then how it works, what it what are the different parameters which are more important for data mining. We have seen. Then some of typical applications. There are so many applications to list it down, but just we have taken regarding some information regarding some application. Then we have seen advantages. Tremendous advantages are there. We are going beyond it now. Data mining, then we are going for data science and beyond deep learning, artificial learning, more than that. But again, the base is same. It requires data mining. I think we'll stop here. Next time we'll see the remaining part. No, we'll just last slide. A list of top 8 data mining software vendors in 2008. This is 12 years before. So list of top 8 data mining software vendors. So these are Angos software, Infor CRM if any, Portrait software, SAS, GStat, SPSS, Think Analytics, Unica, Discovery. So these are the data mining software vendors in 2008. The list is now changed. It is huge today also. So this is regarding the data mining and their applications and their advantages. Still in depth, we'll see what are these engineering, technology, medical science, what exactly, how they are used, businesses, combating terrorism. As I said, I have given small example, games, R&D, and we'll finish this unit next lecture. Thank you for joining. We'll meet next time. I think your schedule is going to change. As per the updated schedule, we'll conduct the next lecture. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. You can leave the meeting. Okay. Good day. Wish you good day.